Hello YouTube, I'm John Davis, and for the first time in 100 days I'm going to say the words, I am a digital marketer. Not aspiring digital marketer, not I'm trying to become a digital marketer, I am a digital marketer. So this video is a reflection on my first 100 days of YouTube. 100 days ago, surprisingly, I set myself a challenge. I was going to create 100 videos in 100 days, and this is whether I did it. This is what I've learned, where I've succeeded, where I've failed, the progress that I've made, and whether I think that YouTube is the perfect platform for anyone new starting up. Hey guys, if like me you want to learn how to make a second income stream through affiliate marketing, then hit subscribe and the bell and you won't miss a thing. So first of all, if you're new to the channel, just a little bit about me. I'm a dad of two, a husband of one. I work a 9 to 5 job that can kind of take over sometimes and become a little bit all-consuming. I've been an aspiring digital marketer now for a couple of years. I've been trying to learn things very slowly on the side. I wanted to create a side hustle that I could make some money with, that I can basically use to spend on the nice things in life. I want to take my family and take them around the world. I want to go and see places, experience things, create these amazing little adventures that we can do together. But to do that, you probably know yourselves, when you get your wage every month and you've got your 9 till 5, and I like my 9 to 5 job, but when you've got that, you live by your means. You pay your bills, you pay for your car, you pay for your house, you pay, and then at the end of the month, you look at it and you've got nothing left. Well, I've been trying to find for a couple of years now the perfect side hustle, something that I could do from home, something that fits in with my lifestyle, something that gives me that time where I've still got plenty of family time, plenty of time with my actual kids and my wife, and something that makes money. So I've tried various things, Amazon arbitrage, merch design, flipping goods on eBay, and then I slowly got into affiliate marketing, but it took me ages, absolutely ages, because I just wanted to learn everything for free. Doing it on the side, kind of learn a little bit here, learn a little bit there, never really committing, never throwing myself into it. 100 days ago, in fact no, more than 100 days ago, I did 2 training courses. I did Zach Crawford's Secret Affiliate Marketing Hacks, which actually went by a different name at the time. It was called Top Earner Mentor. And I did Russell Brunson's One Funnel Away Challenge. Them 2 training courses were the first ones I've ever paid for. They were the first training courses that I've ever done that I came out of it and I bounced out of that One Funnel Away Challenge at like 100 mile an hour. All I wanted to do was create content. It was a new me. All I've done is consume, constantly reading books, constantly listening to audio books, constantly listening to podcasts, constantly looking on Facebook groups, just consuming, wanting to know the answer to every single question, otherwise I wouldn't do something, I wouldn't commit. So I came out the One Funnel Away Challenge with the most enthusiasm I've ever known in my life. So I jumped straight into it. I decided that I'd just done this 30-day challenge where every day you're learning, you're committing, you're creating something, and I wanted to keep that momentum. So I procrastinated for a couple of weeks, and I kind of decided what I wanted to do. I decided I wanted to get started with YouTube, and I kind of thought, well, how do I do it? And I and I had, and it was actually a friend of mine that basically said they were going to do the same thing. They were going to create a 100-day challenge, and they just started it. They're a little bit more just throw themselves into it and do it, whereas I kind of faff around for ages, and I think about all the consequences. I think about looking like an idiot, sounding like an idiot. I think about whether people would see it that I know and whether they'd laugh at me. There's loads of things that you consider, and I kind of think, well, what can I offer about digital marketing? If people want to learn about digital marketing, they'll go and listen to Neil Patel. If they want to learn about side hustles, they'll go and listen to Franklin Hatchett. They'll go and listen to them because they're the top guys. They know how to do it. And they just blast content out left, right, and centre on how to do this thing properly. They're not going to listen to me. But like I say, One Funnel Away Challenge, I learned that you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be the pro. You don't have to be at the top of your game. It's more tangible and more realistic if you're just a normal person. Relatively normal. But I can believe someone's story. If I can watch someone where they go from the very first steps to making the first commission, to making the first, say, $1,000, to making the first $10,000, it's more real. I can look at it and I can think, I can do that. So it was only when I did that training that I really kind of got that understanding, that belief, and that's kind of why I went for it. I kind of thought, what have I got to lose, really? I might look a bit of an idiot, but I do that most days anyway, so there's nothing really that I've got to lose. So I decided to throw myself into it. I created a challenge that I pretty much knew would push me in every way. I created this 100 days, 100 videos, and I don't think I ever really expected that I could achieve that, but I thought it'd be enough to get me up and running. So I created it and I started it and I threw myself into it, and I had to figure it all out. How to create thumbnails, how to create your content yourself, how to do your research for your videos, do you what keywords to use, how to do your editing, how to upload stuff, how to publish stuff, how to promote. There's millions, there's tons to it. In fact, what I'm going to do over the next few weeks, now my challenge is finished, I'm actually going to write a guide so that anyone who's getting started with YouTube can just come and have a look and go off my experience. Now, I'm not saying that with 10,000 subscribers. I've got barely any subscribers. Even after 100 days, it takes some serious effort. But I'll write a guide that just basically all the things that I've kind of found that have been difficult, that have been taxing, that have been easy, all the highs and lows. I'll put it in this guide, and you can just have it for free. So I'm going to start creating that now. Now my challenge is finished, I can start getting a little bit of my overall life back in terms of updating my blog, creating different offers, promoting different things. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I just really want to touch on a few things. So me personally, I don't like being on video. I don't like my big ears. I don't like the sound of my dulcet tones. I don't like being put on the spot and asked for an opinion. I go into meetings at work in my 9 to 5 and people will ask me a question, and I kind of get them brain farts where I just sit there thinking, I don't know if it's that I don't know what to say or I'm so scared of saying the wrong thing. I've been the same since a kid. When everyone had put their hand up in class and know the answer to what the teacher was asking, I wouldn't, and it'd usually be me that would then pick on. I could know the answer, but I wasn't putting my hand up because there could be that tiny chance that I was wrong. So I've always been the same. I don't have that kind of conviction, which is one of the things that really held me back with starting with YouTube. I don't want to go out there and tell people, this is how you do this is how you do that, because I don't want them to think that I'm right. But I've realised over time now, I've met loads of people, I've met loads of really, really cool people. I've met loads of people that encourage me, that push me, that give me feedback to kind of motivate me. There's been loads of people that have really inspired me along the way with either whatever they're doing or whatever they're telling me to do. And I've loved that, I've absolutely loved it. But it's also made me realise that I am one step ahead of some people, and I'm 50 steps behind plenty of people, but I'm one step ahead of some, and it's them people that I can help out, them people that I can offer advice, or we can exchange information. They can help me, I can help them. That's what it's about, really. That's what YouTube's for. So if you're getting started with YouTube, or you're thinking about getting started with YouTube, don't delay, jump right in. What is the worst that can happen, really? But it's time now. If you want to create your own business, or you want to be an affiliate marketer, a digital marketer, anything really, if you want to create your own online business, then learn to create, don't consume. So I'm going to put some slides up. I'm going to try and explain a few things that I've learned, what progress I made. This is all part of documenting my journey, which is a big thing. It's something I learned from Russell Brunson, but this is part of that imposter syndrome. You don't have to be the expert. You don't have to be the person at the top. You can be anywhere in that whole process. You can be at any point in that process, as long as there's people that kind of look to you and find your content interesting, find it informative and helpful, then it doesn't matter. Document your journey. Show the things that work, show the things that don't work, and just document the entire thing. So don't be afraid of doing that. But I'm going to jump into a couple of slides now, and we'll go through how I've basically got on for the last 100 days. Okay, so before I go into how many videos I actually managed to create, did I create 100 in 100 days? Before I go into that, I just want to give you basically the overview. So this is always going to vary. This really depends on what kind of niche you're going into, what it is, what content you're trying to create. Now, perhaps a bit naive, I went into one of the most competitive niches that you could possibly go into. I went into kind of making money online. So I'm talking about how to get started blogging, how to get started with YouTube, how to learn about affiliate marketing. So in hindsight, I basically ignored or didn't listen to some of the things I've been taught on the courses that I've been on. I probably should have gone a little bit more going for the low-hanging fruit and then building my channel up. But sometimes I found that I was just under pressure to create content, so I just went with what I knew, whether that was how to do something in ClickFunnels or how to do something with Elementor or something to do with YouTube. I just kind of threw stuff out there that I could quickly create. You can do this much better. You don't have to do 100 days. You challenge yourself to do 2-3 days a week. But these are the stats that I got basically for them 100 days. So I started on the 27th of May. And this is a bit, I quite like this actually. This basically shows my click-through rate. Click-through rate is basically your thumbnails. So whether it's people browsing or suggested videos, you've got your thumbnail in there. That is your first hook. That thumbnail is the first thing that goes, look at me, stops them in the tracks, stops them scrolling, and says, look at me, watch this video. Your title helps as well. But basically, your click-through rate is how many people saw that and then thought, oh no, that sounds interesting, I'll click on that. My click-through rate over that time for all of my videos was basically 3.6%, which I'm pretty happy with. I don't think I'm too bad at thumbnails. I think I've now got a process where I can easily do them, and I've got a couple of videos which I'll pop up above. If you want to learn how to create thumbnails in YouTube, there's for free as well. I'll create a video which just shows you a little walkthrough of how I do it, but I'll pop that on the screen now. So over that time, I've basically been in front of 24,000 viewers, and 3.6% of them have actually clicked on my video. So my videos, I've had 1.9 thousand views of my videos. Now, there's a good chance that 1.8 thousand are friends and family, but still, I'm taking it. The rest of it was probably just me watching my own videos back. But yeah, so almost 2,000 views of the videos that I've created. So this is more of the overall picture. That just jumped up to 2,000 then. So I don't know whether I've got my dates slightly skew with on that one. But yeah, watch time is bang on 6,000 minutes. So 100 hours. So my videos have been watched for 100 hours. It's a little bit weird saying that, and I don't know whether it's good or bad. In comparison to some, it's absolutely nothing. But for what I was expecting to get out of this, it's pretty amazing, really. I can't believe someone's listened to my voice go on and on and on and on like you are doing now. Wakey, wakey. I can't believe anyone's listened to me drone on for 100 hours. That's pretty nuts, that, really. So yeah, so my watch time is 100 hours. And over that time, I think I'm on about 84 subscribers at the moment, so nothing groundbreaking. I actually, in my head, although I didn't expect much out of this, in my head I thought it'd be easier to get subscribers. And I think where I've let myself down there is, I'll show you in a minute, but I think you need to engage with the YouTube community more. I don't think I've really done that. I think I've picked a couple of people that I really get on with, that I like and I respect, and I've kind of engaged with them and encouraged them. But I never really went outside of that. I never really went kind of looking for fellow YouTube newbies and helping them on their journey as well. So that's one criticism I've got of myself, and I'll go through my pros and cons in a second. So these are my highlights and my challenges from 100 days on YouTube. So first of all, and this is the message I want to try and get across, anyone can do this. There's no barrier to entry. That's the beauty of YouTube. So I think they said by 2021, 82% of content will be video. 82% of content on the internet will be video. We're using our phones all the time. I look at like my Google stats for like my blogs and stuff, and you look at it and it's getting larger and larger. It's people on mobiles. That's how people work. That's how people browse. Laptops, desktops, generally it's when people are on the lunch break at work. When they get home, they just use the phone because it's easier. This is that convenient life that we've kind of carved out for ourselves. But that also makes it easier for anyone to get started with YouTube. There's no barrier to entry. Literally, I'd imagine that most people watching this now have got a smartphone. You could create a YouTube channel. I can show you how to create thumbnails for free. Your content is up to you. What is it you're passionate about? What is it that you're interested in? What is it that you want to learn and show someone how you go from beginner to expert? The content side of it all depends on what you want to do, what interests you, and what will kind of give you that fulfillment, really. But if you've got a smartphone, you can be on YouTube. That's it. There's nothing else to it. You can obviously upgrade. You can use fancier cameras. You can use a microphone. I upgraded my microphone halfway through as a birthday present, and I did find it made a bit of a difference. Oh, a lot of a difference, actually. But you don't have to have that. The smartphones are so good now with your cameras. Just use one of them. You get the chance to be unique. It's all about you. No one is you than you. So you get the chance to tell your story, get your message across. If you look on YouTube, it's not like a Disney film. It's not like the typical high school setting with the good-looking cheerleaders and the jocks, and it's not all cliched like that. It is anyone and everyone. Be yourself. It doesn't matter whether you're shy, loud, short, tall, whatever makes you. You can still be successful on YouTube. It does not matter. One of the big things I promote is affiliate marketing. There's loads of people that promote affiliate marketing, absolutely loads. But what will distinguish us as affiliate marketers is that someone will just deliver in a different way to me. Someone will create their content. Someone will sound different, look different, and different people will like me, hopefully. Some people might like me, and some people will like them. It just gives you that platform where you can be yourself. You don't have to live up to anyone else's expectations. Just do you. And again, one of the biggest things I've learned is done is better than perfect. I got really hung up at one point, and I was kind of just, if I couldn't create the perfect content, the perfect video, then I'd get into like an overwhelm. I think I actually went a bit too far with it, to be honest. I think 100 days is a bit brutal. And I needed a break at one point because I had so many ideas that I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't create the content. I couldn't put it on video. I couldn't talk to the camera. I was just overwhelmed with it. Now, part of that is that we also have our lives to live. So, like I say, I've got kids and a wife. We've got things going on. We're looking at moving house. Moving house sucks. Moving house is one of the worst things going because it's just, in England anyway, you just get messed around constantly. So I've sold this house twice now, and twice it's fell through because people are idiots. No two ways about it. People are idiots. So there's different things going on in your life, and when you're doing that, you're dealing with this, you're dealing with things that are going on at work, things that are going on with family, and then you come home and you think, all right, I'll sit down and I'll talk about affiliate marketing to a video and then edit it for an hour. It just doesn't always happen. So sometimes you've just got to get in your mind that you don't have to always edit it, you don't have to make the perfect thumbnail. Done is better than perfect. Get your content created and get it out there, then move on to your next one. And on the same thing, be organised as well. So one tip I would give you if you're just getting started with YouTube is create a free Trello account. Trello's awesome. So it's a really good way. If you're like me and you need to just remove random thoughts from your head, that makes me sound a little bit psycho. I don't mean it like a psycho. But if you need to remove these thoughts from your head and get them out of there and just clear the space that you've got to kind of think with, use Trello. So if you get an idea in your head and you think, right, that'd make a great video, that'd make a great blog post, Trello, list, done, get it out of the way. And like I say, I've just said there, create, don't consume. Get out of that consuming mode. Put an 80-20 rule in place. So 80% creating, 20% consuming. I was listening to a podcast the other day with Russell Brunson who was talking about the school holidays and what he was going to do over the summer with his kids. And he basically said that him and his wife agreed that they were going to take the tablets off them, take the laptops off them, and they can have like a no electronics summer. And then they both looked at each other and realised, no, that'd be absolute hell. Sometimes you need to just give your kid the tablet. I know you shouldn't say this, but sometimes you need to give your kid the tablet for like half an hour just so that you can get stuff done. You can clean the clothes, make the tea, whatever it is. And in the end, I think they compromised, and basically they said the kids could use the tablets, they could watch YouTube, but only if they were doing it for a purpose. In that, he would let one of his kids watch, say, craft channels, and then they'd drive into the store, they could buy all these craft stuff, and then they'd come back and then they'd create their own video. So it was almost a bit like he'd let them consume a little bit, as long as the purpose of that consuming was to then create. Well, this is a definite mindset shift that's happened with me, and I would encourage it with anyone else. Create, don't consume. If you want to start your own business, if you want to create a side hustle, if you want to make money for whatever reason, you've got to get into create mode. Blog posts, YouTube videos, whatever it is, you need to create. So the quicker you can get into that mode, the better. So the other thing is, with YouTube, these foundations are laid now. So the videos I've created, they're there. You don't know, at some point, I could create the perfect video that just blows up. This happens a lot with YouTube. If you go onto socialblade.com, find your favourite YouTubers, you might see that some of them will have like a steady increase and it'll just be gradual growth. A lot of them will have this kind of massive spike of like exponential growth, and that's how YouTube can happen. It can just reward you. It can take one of your videos and just blast it into orbit, and then almost like anything you create from that point onwards is more rewarded and more watched and more view time, and it's like it catapults you into like a new level. Now that hasn't happened with me, and I'm not necessarily expecting that to happen, but I have seen plenty of examples on YouTube where that does happen. So you put your content out there. This is the thing with Facebook. People scroll through Facebook. You could have crafted the perfect Facebook post, put a beautiful picture on there. They'll scroll through, an hour later, forgotten about, or at least the next day, it's completely forgotten about. Instagram is even quicker. There's no longevity whatsoever. It's gone. With YouTube, if you find the right niche and the right content, you'll look on there now. Some of the videos that have got loads of views on YouTube, I know there's a few things that I can type in, I can search, and the top video has been the top video for 5 years. Now, people have tried to beat it. People have tried to put content out there, but YouTube has that much kind of analytics and analysis going on that it rewards what it thinks is the best content. It tries to put the most relevant and valuable and helpful content in front of the right people. So remember that. That's why YouTube, I think, is the future. Other than the fact that we're all moving towards video consumption, it's also the most rewarding platform in terms of how it will treat you really as a creator. So yeah, definitely recommend going on YouTube. So I've got loads of content out there. That's done now. I might not have the initial reward. It could be that you've got to kind of build and build and build, and then one day you might get a reward. So it is a bit like you reach that point where you think, oh, I'm just going to give up. keep pushing past that. As long as you're learning, as long as you're finding it challenging, as long as you're improving, trying to get 1% better every day, push beyond it. So the criticisms I've got of myself for this 100 days is I should have been more organised. I should have used the downtime that I had to batch process a little bit more. So I was chasing my tail quite a bit. So things took over in life, whether it was work, family, whatever it was. Things took over in life, and then I found myself kind of behind and chasing my tail. And then it was almost like pressure then, because I'd think, right, I'm 6 videos behind, and then you'd wake up the next morning, I'm 7 videos behind. And if I was more organised and maybe took one day to just start to finish, create 10 videos, then I would have known then that I could afford that. So that's probably one of my first things that I would improve and will improve as I carry on with YouTube. And with that in mind as well, that kind of comes hand in hand with quality over quantity. So I said before, done is better than perfect, but I don't need to do a video every day. I don't need to do 100. That was more just to create habits and to get me to kind of transition me into creation mode. So now I will spend a lot more time, and I'll probably get to a schedule of 2 to 3 videos a week, more if I can, but I will try and get a consistent schedule of 3 videos a week, and I'll make sure that them 3 videos are higher quality rather than rushed. So that's probably what I'm going to go forward with. I'm going to try and be more engaging. I don't know how, but I'm going to figure it out. I think I'm now trying to get my own voice, my own humour across, but I need to make these videos. I mean, this has probably gone on 10 times longer to this point than I was actually expecting, but I need to make it more engaging, a little bit more kind of tonal changes, moving around, different changes of scenery, that kind of thing. I need to, it's not really me, but I need to just make it a bit more engaging and get that watch time. If I want to monetize YouTube, you've got to have 1,000 subscribers, which I think I could achieve, but you've got to have 4,000 hours of watch time. 4,000 hours is nuts. So far I'm on 100 hours watch time. So I've got a fair way to go on that. As I said before, you need to engage in the YouTube community. Just remember that you shouldn't just sit there waiting for people to find you and encourage you on your journey. Go and help others as well. Go and offer support, go and offer advice and help the wider community. Treat it as what it is. It's a community of video creators. So that's one thing that I'll definitely need to do more of. And then my last thing, my other criticism is family first. So I'm doing this for my family. I want to create these amazing experiences. I'm lucky that I've got the most amazing wife I could ask for. So she's been so patient and she's been so supportive of me creating these videos where she'll kind of take over a lot of like the responsibilities I should be doing, because she knew that I just wanted to get a video done. And I'm not saying I neglected them or ignored them or I've not seen them for 100 days. I've definitely seen them. I mean, I saw the kids rolling around in the mud outside about 5 days ago, and I'm pretty sure they'll be all right now. But no, I've still had time with my family, and I love my family to bits. This is why I'm doing this for my family. But equally, you've got to get that right balance. And I think at times I lost that balance, and at times I tried to make up for it, but then couldn't cope with the fact that I was going to be like 8 videos behind. So yeah, so that's definitely something you've got to consider. Do it for the right reasons, but make sure it fits into your life as well. And you can do all that if you just go back to what I said before, be organised. Batch process your videos, get ahead of yourself. A lot of people will batch process, so I might do 2 or 3 videos a week, but I could probably actually create all them videos in 1-2 days if I just dedicated them days and actually was organised, ready to create and did it. So in 100 days, did I create 100 videos? No, sadly not. I created 88. This is actually my 89th, which technically is outside of the 100 days. So let's go with 88. So I can look at that 2 ways. At first, it took me a while to accept this, but basically with 2 weeks to go, it all fell apart. We had a major kind of thing going on at work, and I worked not 9 till 5. I was working from 7 till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, and it just took over. And then I basically just had to accept that I'm going to fall behind here. So unless I've got some way of creating tons and tons of videos in one day, I just accepted it. And I'm a bit disappointed I didn't do it. It won't be the end of my YouTube. I'm going to carry on with my YouTube because I firmly believe it's the right platform to be in as an aspiring, I know I said I wasn't going to say aspiring. As a digital marketer, I firmly believe that YouTube is the right place to create content. And it's like a weight off my shoulders now though, because I've also created some blog posts, some reviews. I'm probably engaging with people a bit more as well. I've got more time where I'm out with the kids and I'm teaching them to ride the bikes, and it's nice. It's like I've just got that weight off my shoulders a little bit now. So it's been brilliant. I've learned absolutely tons. If you'd have told me a few months ago that in 3 months' time I would have 88 videos on YouTube, I would have thought you were mad. I would have thought you were absolutely crazy. And them videos are done now. They're there. That is like my digital real estate. So If someone wants to know how to change a font in ClickFunnels using CSS, then they can go and look at my video. If someone wants to know how to get started with affiliate marketing, then I've got a video there. And it's just about building that. The foundations are there. It's about now just and keep building on that and creating more content, more information, more offers, and trying to create a decent side hustle, a profitable business, a way that I can make extra money and I can afford to do these experiences that I want to do. But it's more than that as well. It's not just make money. The thing that I've got out of this massively is how rewarding it is. I'm talking to my kids and I'm trying to inspire them. I've had a full mindset shift with this entire thing. I want them to be able to create. I want them to look at things and to be inspired that, I mean, don't get me wrong, my kids are young. YouTube is life for my kids because they've never known any different. You know what kids are like now. It's like they're always hanging off the kind of the end of the tablet and watching YouTube, and they could probably rattle off 100 YouTube child superstars. But I want them to believe that they can do that. So I'm trying to tell them, what is it you'd like to learn? What is it you'd like to do? Then do it and show me how you do it. Let's look at it from the start. Let's look at what steps you would take and how you can get better. And it's become more fulfilling. And I'm doing that with myself. I'm talking about things that I've never known about. I work in an IT support role. I do like break fix. I look at things logically, whereas I'm to kind of be more creative. I've not used my brain creatively in a long time. And I'm having to kind of go outside of that, go outside of my comfort zone and challenge myself and try and get that 1% better every day. So my biggest takeaway after 100 days and 88 videos on YouTube is to just get started. Be yourself. No one is... In fact, wait, I'm putting a quote on the screen. Someone told me I should end every video like this before. It's one of my favourite quotes, and I love reading these books with my kids. I'm going to put it on the screen. Wait. Don't go anywhere. So... today you are you. This is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Dr. Seuss. So I love them books. A bit cheesy, bit of a cheesy ending. But basically, just do it. Create your content. Get out there. Put yourself out there. Don't be worried about what people are going to say. Don't be worried about that fear of failure. Don't worry about not being an expert. It's about documenting your journey. So if it's something you're knowledgeable about or something you're not knowledgeable about and something that you're a beginner about, just start creating content. Use your phone if you have to. If you want any more tips, if you want any more help, drop me a comment. I'm more than happy to come along and have a look at your channel, give you some support, show you some YouTube love. And like I say, if there's any content you want me to create that could help you on your journey too, then just hit me up, let me know. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone that's supported me for the last 100 days. Everyone that's kind of given me that pat on the back and kick up the bum when I've needed it. Really appreciate it. So thank you. Cheers.